What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Vince McMahon has to sign a special code of conduct. Is a dream match actually happening at Summerslam? An AEW star wanting to work in WWE? Rey Mysterio suggests a mask versus hair match against Dominik. The AEW game is still not ready, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at, did Vince McMahon sign a code of conduct clause? It looks like Mr. McMahon will be on his best behavior if the proposed WWE Endeavor merger goes through. McMahon, who faced a magma-like heat last summer after news broke of multiple hush-money payouts for alleged affairs, is back in WWE, but he won't have the same devil-may-care discretion, or lack thereof, with Endeavor. The Hollywood Reporter recently revealed, McMahon, it should be noted, signed a new contract with the WWE on March 29th. According to a copy viewed by THR, McMahon's continued employment shall be conditioned on compliance with the company's conflict of interest and code of conduct, as well as its equal opportunity and non-harassment policy among the terms. Not only will Vince be on his best behavior, but as we've recently noted, he'll no longer have full control at WWE. According to Wrestlenomics, when WWE merges with UFC, Vince McMahon will no longer have majority voting control over WWE or other entities within the new company. We estimate he'll hold about 18% of all shares. While it doesn't sound like the days of wine and roses are over for Vince, he may have to make some lifestyle adjustments to adapt to a different corporate culture. Next up, is a dream match happening at SummerSlam? Is the WWE talking Gunther vs Brock at SummerSlam? Well, this isn't the first time the match has been discussed. In fact, the match has already been teased. However, it hasn't happened yet, leading to questions about if and when it will happen. Now, conflicting reports have emerged concerning this much anticipated match. You may recall the rumors back in 2022 that the WWE was considering Brock Lesnar vs Gunther for WrestleMania. That didn't happen, and according to some stories, the WWE was looking to book Brock Lesnar vs Stone Cold Steve Austin. Instead, fans got to see Omos vs Brock Lesnar and Gunther vs Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Like many wrestling stories, it's difficult to pin down any hard facts. One story had it that the WWE was interested in a match between the Beast and the General. However, the WWE wanted to elevate Gunther even more before booking the match. That may be changing though, as WRKD Wrestling recently tweeted, while Gunther has publicly stated during interviews that he'd like a match with Brock Lesnar, the idea has been floated backstage to potentially have them face off sometime this summer. However, Ringside News has a different report on the potential clash of titans. WWE has a lot of plans in the pipeline, especially for Brock Lesnar. A rumor is going around about his future opponent, but have been able to confirm that Lesnar is not slated to face Gunther this summer. Gunther vs Brock is a dream match in light of the way the General has been booked since winning the IC Championship. In fact, some fans and observers believe the WWE could be preparing Gunther for an eventual match against Roman Reigns. Given the lack of fresh opponents for Reigns, it certainly seems like a possibility. For now, a Gunther vs Lesnar match would give the fans a marquee bout at SummerSlam, while also elevating Gunther even higher should the WWE pit him against Roman Reigns. However, what if Lesnar doesn't want to wrestle Gunther? Well, one option would be to continue the Cody vs Brock feud. At the same time, the WWE could also finish the feud between Lashley and Lesnar with a blow-off at SummerSlam. Who would you guys like to see the Beast battle at SummerSlam? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, an AEW star talks wanting to work with WWE. It looks like recently signed AEW star Bandito is keeping all his options open for the future. Bandito recently appeared on the So Casual Howl YouTube channel, and when they asked about the future in WWE, he answered, "At some point I'd like to go to WWE. Not in this moment, but I hope later. I was in WWE. They invited me to the Performance Center. They gave me a Camaro for all my week to drive. That was amazing. I made good amigos. Chris Hero, I saw him at the Performance Center, and now he's a really good friend. I love you, amigo. He's very nice." Current AEW star Bandito is considered a rising star in the wrestling world. The 26-year-old luchador already has an impressive resume, including a run as Ring of Honor World Champion. While broadcasting his wish to work in the WWE while working in AEW might not be a good idea, it sounds like he has clear goals for his future. Next up, an AEW star signs a new deal. It looks like AEW star Brian Cage is no longer a free agent. You may recall Cage's AEW contract was ending, and there was interest from both WWE and AEW. And now Fightful Select is reporting, Fightful Select has learned that Ring of Honor 6-man tag champion Brian Cage put pen to paper this week and signed a long-term multi-year deal to remain with All Elite Wrestling and Ring of Honor. Tony Khan told Fightful after Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor that he was hoping to keep Cage and the embassy with the company for a long time. The Fightful report added that it's believed that Cage became a free agent after the Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor event. We're told that several top talent had pushed for Cage to re-sign, but there were also top talent in WWE who were angling for him to end up there. We're told WWE had some interest in Cage, but he ended up liking the offer made by AEW. Cage worked with an agent throughout the process. Cage had an uneventful run in AEW, but could have more opportunities in Ring of Honor. Fans and wrestlers alike will be looking to see how Tony Khan pushes Cage during his second run, as AEW generally has some trouble booking big men. Next up, Rey Mysterio suggests a mask versus hair match against Dominik. It's clear that the war between Rey Mysterio and his son Dominik isn't over, despite Rey's win against his wayward son at Wrestlemania. Now Rey is suggesting a major match to settle the score between the two. The WWE Hall of Famer appeared on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, suggesting, maybe I put my mask on the line against his hair, which is some lucha culture. If I lose that, I take my mask off. If he loses, he shaves his hair off. That might be interesting. He talks a lot of crap. Why not? Back it up. I will pitch it out. I'll challenge him straight up. While rumor has it Rey will team up with Bad Bunny to battle Dominik and Damian Priest at Backlash, there have been rumors about a mask versus hair match between the estranged father and son for some time. Interestingly, Rey lost his match decades ago, in 1999 to be precise, when he competed in WCW, but donned it again when he came to the WWE in 2002. While luchadors are traditionally banned from donning their mask ever again once they lose it, the Sportster's Hamza Ali reports Rey lobbied with the Lucha Libre Commission for special suspension. The commission granted Rey's request and he competed with a mask since. Next up, the AEW Fight Forever game's still not ready. Gamers and AEW fans who thought AEW Fight Forever was ready for release are maybe disappointed by some comments from THQ Global Senior Community Manager IDs who refuted the following report from the Wrestling Observer newsletter about Fight Forever. The game is basically ready and it's just now up to the business people to build to the release date. He tweeted gamers to update them on the game's status and to explain the various steps necessary before it can be released. I mean, if you want an unfinished game, sure we could release it now. The game is doing really well and is getting there, but not 100% yet, so yeah, another rumor on Twitter I fear. The THQ official elaborated on when the game is ready. Don't think that it's quite the right way to look at it. When a game is feature and core complete, all the polish and touches comes. These are the things that are massive for gamers like ourselves, not to mention how important it is for wrestling fans. He also discussed the situation on his Twitch stream, saying, for a publisher, the game is it's not finished until it's released basically. A lot of people are having a massive problem understanding that, which is kinda sad because it kinda creates this thing that everybody now suddenly believes, oh my god, these guys lied. No, they didn't. He also added, so hopefully it'll get sorted out soon. The game is in a good state. As soon as we do launch it, I think people will be happy. Then everybody will just forget about all the other stuff and everybody will be happy and enjoy it. People have been waiting a long time for AEW's first console game and it needs to deliver the goods when it's released. The longer it takes for the game to be released, the more frustrated players are going to be and likely the higher expectations will be. And finally, a new addition to the PC. And last but not least, congrats to former superstar Wesley Blake on his new job at the WWE Performance Center as a coach. Fightful Select reports Blake is back in the WWE following his 2021 release. You may recall Blake worked in the Forgotten Sons faction, and the Fightful report also noted that Blake guest coached at the Performance Center last summer. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.